tells me to kill him dead up in this piece. Angry frustrations I shall release, cause I'm about to let loose the beast. Hear ye, all you asshole MCs. It's time to throw a party for it's the doomsday. If you need a Captain Ass Crack, if you want protection, play the rear. No man in this world I fear. My sound beats down for your protection. I advise you wear headgear. I spill the beans on Bruce Wayne, known as Batman. Can't no crusader, just your average white man. Who me? I'm black man. More superhero than Letterman. I come equipped with joints like these to be the shit, removing the S to the back. And somehow I still make hits. Don't you look around, I leave you thinking like the space between an asshole and clitoris on a 50 homeless woman. No, ain't that some shit? You bite too many styles, that's not hard to believe. Your captain's Alibaba and you. One of the 40 thieves trying my constraint to reach my levels like peas when storm creates obese monstrous mechanisms like this. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. Ha! You don't understand. I be black man changing like a chameleon. I work every bit of 6 million. MC rotisserie, they call me the colonel. From spirit, the six spice that brings about death, downfalls, and funerals. I do you stunt MCs like Knievel with my evil. Ask my lord, he broke the mold and made me the unbeatable. I am the shepherd reminding, bringing silence to lambs. Clarice, with father beans in the nice candy, crumbling kingdoms that have the rulers resort to ruling shanties. Bringing Jerusalem in the twos, I'm Noah. In the ring, I do him Apollo Creed, Ivan, drag off the Balboa, constricting rhymes around neck, stopping breath, foot on neck. He can't breathe, Pierre, bring on tombstones and soft soil. Be all you can be, it ain't much. Ask any GI, I'm the builder, gets them caught up in the clutch. There's no survivors when they fuck around with the do or diver. Oh my God, Rizzo Rizakin is the live wire. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because of no competition. I've been around and seen a lot of MCs get wrecked from a lack of respect because there is no competition. There is no competition. Competition is none. God bless the child who sparks it off like the sun. I clash like the Titan, took him harder than the Kraken. Stole by the head of Medusa. Beat this maneuver. Styles of brains of challenges like the industrial Hoover. I get them open like butt cheeks on a porno freak. Have them screaming something terrible like sorority grease. I be the greatest killer of all time. These mustache getting about to leave him KO on couch longer than Rip Van Winkle. With a flashy, furious tongue that clashes, play like Cassius Hinkle. I land on them seas like abandoned islands, sending out SOS, some old shit you ain't heard before. Leave the fifth mark, you're soft as fur, man. I hit homers and run like OJ, spilling a Bronco on the highway. Boy, you lying MCs sure are dandy, so I cross-pollinate to make you daffy lying pussy. Wallowing in a field of crabgrass ass rappers, tell them to run, oh my God. Here comes Kid Law. Go tell your mama.
This little old man on the liquor tom-tom, he's got mad flavor, bar none with a hum-biddy-he-dee-he-dee-he-dum. Abdul is about to come. Feel the rhythm that I give him and the wisdom that I drop. You can't stop it, can't top it. Take a biscuit, sop it. It's ethereal, quite literal, more advanced than fiber optics. The truth that I flip may cause inflictions. I rip the script with conviction. I mean this. Alright, I grips the mic like the conda fiendish. Malik A will all be super genius. It's science and mathematics that allow me to say this. Not an ego, let's say we go back to Uraeus. You rob us, Uraeus, flee the chaos and confusion. Stimulating the five senses is not a mere illusion. Love and wisdom is all put it together like fusion. Soldiers poised us out to give a new world a contusion. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down on Helen from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm Helen from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the son of none but one, composed of 6 gods in the mix. Heretics and some critics, they say we rank first. We're not the baddest of the bad, nor the worst of the worst. We strive for some monument in harmony with the universe. The weathered, we're unmovable like Mount Kilimanjaro. Africans will laugh again, so I say no sorrow. We are the people of the day before yesterday. We are the people of the day after tomorrow. I have a dream someday that our youth will be walking down the street, contemplating, nibbling on ginseng root, giving hell to those who aren't hard for sure, but for show. Pretending what you hadn't thought but said and didn't know. Claiming sets, throwing up gang signs, society's got you snared. What the hell is that sign language? For the spiritually impaired, I'm not a player hater, I'm just a player fader. With goes around, comes around, vengeance is mine, I catch you later. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one, composed of six gods in a mix. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one, composed of six gods in a mix. No man shall get the best of me, woman's the great test of me, the part of me that strives up and begins to pull up the rest of me. Conquering selfish, true manifest destiny, and good reflects this. As I become more mindful, godliness pierces the blindfold, and I take it to the line, so you can't check this. I pumps courage to the chest when suckers come for test, and when they come for test, there's no need to press a 9. I've got to buck a sucker with great outflux of the mind. My clairvoyance is a product of mind sight, creating foresight instead of hindsight. My buoyancy is a reflection of my hardship. I've been through much, and I'm beyond death. My legacy is a reflection of my godship. I hold a tight grip until my last breath. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I'm hailing from the sun. Hum-ba-diggity, hit down, I am the sum of none but one, composed of six gods in the mix. No gimmicks, just a few turntable tricks, executed by DJ Superman, top notch. More vision than Blackwatch, he steps upon the heads of DJs like a quick game of hopscotch. Wherever the top drops, then we must begin with musical sustenance. True, that comes through the eye of the storm, though cosmic in fact. This child's tracks are produced in his humanoid form. We are the sum of none but one.
Yo, this go out to all my sisters, unappreciated or not, cause I just wanna let you know you got it going on.
What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
A genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a
important goddesses were black, not just for the African now, in the civilization of the Greeks. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero.
Oh, it's time to grab your glasses, family. It's time for us to get started. I'm so excited. Sitting up here, Kid Magic, Kid Magic Rock. Shots out. Here we go. Drink your water. Come on, drink your water, but first, take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Drink, 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 drink. Or should I say, breathe, breathe, then drink. Take a breath. Take your breath. Now, grab your glass for some water. Grab your glass. Lift your pitcher of that water. Or bottle. Get that pitcher of that water. Simply pour some water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your or should water. I say, lift, pour, then drink. Now move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Move your body. Move your body and drink some water. Bam. Just move your body. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, move, then drink. Move your body. Move your body. Now raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors, fam. Just raise your glass. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Or should I say, raise, toast, then drink. Take your breath and drink some water. Take your breath. Lift and pour yourself some water. Pour. Move your body, drink some water. Move it. Raise your glass and toast your ancestors. Breathe, lift, move, toast. But remember to stay healthy. Remember the four pillars. Breathe, drink, eat, move. Drink half your weight in ounces. Eat a culturally appropriate diet. Behave. Take your breath. Come on. Lift and pour. You can do it. Move your body. Come on. Come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink up. Come on. Drink it. Drink it. Drink it. Come on. You can do it. Come on. Drink it. Lift it. Drink it. Come on. Drink that healthy air. Drink. 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 Drink your water. Take your breath. lived and poor. Move your body. Come on, come on. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Come on, come on. Drink your water. Take your breath. Lift and pour. Come on, pour it. Move your body. Move. Toast your ancestors. Drink, 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 drink. What? Drink your water. Drink, 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 drink. Drink your water. Family, we are in the house again. I think we on a streak. But listen, family. It is so good to be here with you right now. It's a blessing. We're going to toast these ancestors. I'm going to open up these lines. We're going to check out some of the news that might be on the timeline or whatever's out there. You know what I'm saying? Whatever's clever, right? Give you a couple minutes to go on and talk if you got a event or whatever to get your day started. You know what I'm saying? Or maybe you might have a principal sighting. Did you sight a principal? You know what I'm saying? On your way to work or yesterday or something. Did you sight a principal? You know what I'm saying? Call in with a principal sighting. All right? Or just call in a gripe. Or call in with some insight from the show last night. Or something. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? But it's up to y'all. Fam, we're going to do this toast. We're going to lay it down. Then we will get into the conversation. Because I want to share the site with you again. I'm just so excited, family. Y'all just, I don't know if you can even understand. Because, oh, man, and what's incredible is that we still haven't discovered everything we could do with it. Did you hear me? We still have not discovered everything we do with it. But I do know we can have private showings because it's a private site. That means we can show documentary. We can show what we want to show. Hell, we can get big enough to where we can have release parties where you only could see it through GNJ.media. Man, come on now, but hold on. I digress. All right, so let's go and do these libations real quick. All right, we got some more. We got a little ambrosia left. We got some ambrosia left. No pop. All of the honey, all of the fructose in that honey has been devoured by the bacteria and yeast and transformed. All right. First, giving honor to the Creator as we always should. Giving honor to the Creator. We lift up our glass. We salute that Creator by whatever name you choose to call that Creator. We lift up the glass once again and we say the mighty words of Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? Where do we go? You know where we go. I'm taking my breath right now so I can remember. We go to our list of our personal ancestors. We go call on our personal ancestors so that they can have interactions in our lives so that we can start, you know what I'm saying? So that we can start feeling the energy. Family, I'm trying to tell you, once you start taking it seriously, you start feeling the effects of the ancestors. It is incredible. That's the only way I can describe it. That's the only way. It's incredible. But anyway, so let's keep it moving. All right, so we're going to lift up our glass and we're going to salute our personal ancestors. We're going to start the list. Clearing myself up because I'm having sinus issues because all up through my jaw, around my nose. Where is my
Where is my little nose thing at? Oh my God. Miles Brown, Miss Ann, Robert and Texana Davis, Herman Brown Sr., Rosalie Tilly, Georgia William Walter, Christopher and Gasson, Aunt Lena, Uncle Chris, Aunt Fiend, Cleveland and Geneva Brown, Margaret Ellis, Wash Ellis, Cecil Ellis, Avar Brown, Gina Gaines, Herman Brown II, Barbara Twiggs, Wash Ellis Jr., Katie Ellis, Nikki Ellis, Jamon Jones, Jeremiah Tappan, John Fallar, Montague Pittman, El Nomo X, Pet Maya, Rob Malika Fakur, Dr. Marianne Williams, Gojo Kamau, The Farmer, Elder Millie Dixon, Tony Clark, Pastor Yusuf Weston, Elder Ajani, Elder Ron Coleman, Elder Robert Donaldson, Alfred Brofro, Hector Jr., J. Edwards, Carlisle Harris, Grace Lundy, Inez Harris, William Bill Moss, Phyllis Rose, Sterling and Lucy Wright, there, Gail Pulley and the Luxor Brother, Ms. Eda Brooks Crawley, Ms. Marie Nelson, Mr. Frederick Carl Sr., Ms. Jerry Brunson, Mr. Lawrence Johnson, Ms. Marie McDowell, Ms. Marie McDowell, Ms. Marie McDowell, Ms. Janice Foster, Charles Jordan, Kel Smith, Walter Smith, Richard Trigg, Francis Johnson, Mary Franklin, Jimmy Williams, Daniel Ford, George Gibson, Nana Loretta Clark, Inez McCrae, Fritz Clark, Frankie Justice, Katie Justice, Derek Renderman, Virginia Rogers, Reverend James Smith, Lois Henderson, Kevin Spratling, Mary Elizabeth Walker, Raymond Walker Sr., Sarah Jane Carter, Michael Ford Jr., Carolyn D. Russell, Susie B. Smith, Teresa Clay, Melvin Hodge Jr., Herman Copeland, Mitchell Copeland, Jenny Clayberry, B.D. Sale Weller, Vita Farmer, Ago Sue, Shil Harvey, Aunt Charmaine, Aunt Evelyn, Theolis Hasbury, Harvey Hasbury Sr., Leonard Dickinson, T.C. Islam, Terrell Dunbar, Will Thomas, Sarah Berry, Mark Walsh, Merle B. Thornton, Pearl G. Thornton, Ida Johnson, Florence M. Carter, Joanne Thornton, Erica Tricia Lewis, Juanita Wright, Robert Wright, George Wright, Mary Eliza Frederick Davis, Mary Elizabeth Rogers, Mary Esther Keach Reese, Linda Watson Hammonds, Jarrell Giles Watson, Sparrow, Slimmy, Selvin Lewis, Andrew Holmes, Percy Moore, Mildred Owens, Booker T. Bowden, Charlie Hunt, Sammy Stover, Heather Pearson, Sturgeon Thornton, Richard Thornton, Lavinia Hall, Freeman Baxter, Mary Moss, Sophia Peacock, Willie Thornton, Napoleon Kennedy, Mark Ramsey, Paul Ramsey, Matt Ramsey, Deborah Ramsey, Charles Thornton, Frankie Quills, Urania Thornton, Bernice Quills, Ernestine Jackson, Frankie Johnson, Teresa Mormon, Leon Johnson, James W. West, Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Levester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Elder Amatet Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell Davis, Franklin Russell Davis, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Mary Chavez, Leon Grace, Bessie Johnson, Hadley Vester, Mary Moreland, Paul Moreland, Elder Caleb, Rosemary Martineer, Dan Amatel Wellman, Fred Douglas Triggs Sr., Thelma Triggs, Thomas and Lula Berry, Lacey Ellen Ohio, Franklin Russell Davis, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.C. Johnson, Delrita Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham, Dana Jones, Henry World, James Farmer, Charles Bell, Vivian Ramsey, S.E. Johnson, Derrida Johnson, Leon Johnson, James W. West Sr., James Parham. Y'all hear me? Y'all hear me caught up in the loop? I'm caught in the loop. Dana Jones. All right. Because yesterday I was able to backtrack and get back on. So we made it to Franklin Russell Davis, Fred Douglas Triggs II, Vena Triggs, Reverend Eddie Moore, Helen Fuller, Eugene Jackson Sr., Richard Ellis, Silas Alexander, Charles Maxwell, Percy May Alexander, Arthur Reynolds, Stanley Lockhart, Ricky Lockhart, William Lockhart, Woodrow Lockhart, Brenda Porter, Deacon Harrow, Carlos Sawyer, Andrew Parker, Doris Donald, Ellis Murphy, D'Amico Russell, Dean Monage, Gina Ruth Jones, Janet Callahan. We got William Walter West, Nigel Perez, Elder Besiege Filani, Jim Robinson, Gladys Johnson, Valerie Clark, John Mary Sullivan, Dirk Johnson, Antonio Johnson, Dees Wallace, DeFriedis Hines, Ines Bostic, Anna Bostic, Winifred Scandalberry, Wilson Haley, Emma Hines, Fellas Lee, Eugene Spratling, Kevin Spratling, Charles Wooden, Penny Brown, Roy Lee Printup Jr., Miriam Johnson, Wilbur Longmire, Ida Cadney, Janice Carter, Michael Carter, Leon Pina Carter, Margaret Carter, William Carter, Lisa Jordan, Charles Lee Mosley, Dorothy R. Blair, Ransom Evans Sr., Sam Evans Sr., Nayland Blair Sr., Edward Stevens, Sue Ann Stevens, Joe Davis, Timothy Butler, Gene Holmes, Dana Jones, Peter Charles, Christy Nichols, Cardinal Robinson, Rosemary Charles, Ada Pearl, Bob Ingalls, Jack Wallace, Warren M. Finch, Warren P. Finch, Tim Ingalls, Audrey Finch, William Billingsley Jr., Jennifer Sensabaugh, Hazel Gasson, Jerry Bradley, Brian Watson Jr., Kaniko Parsons, Jason Kathy Bradford, Thomas Bradley, also known as Uncle Pookie, also known as Gypsy, Reverend Roosevelt Word the First, Stage Tri, Frank Smith, Mother Bertha, Michael Leonard, David Brown, Ruth Carter, June Cox, Ruth Cox, Paula Cox, Ronald Urban, Judy Hubbard, Irene Johnson, Francis Booth Jefferson, Dan Wilkerson Sr., Emma McClendon, Jerry Doyle, Amina Robinson, Mary Nichols, Patricia Williams, Shabaka Teray, Greg G2 Gibson, Donnie Hill, Richard Glebus, Lee Irby, Tommy Irby, Boy Irby, Jim Gaucher, George and Holly Johnson, Archie Margaret Armstead, Diane Scott, Erica Armstrong, Claire Fox, Gene Evans, Archie Beck, Anna McGill, Charles McDaniel, Christine Cottrell, Becca Elizondo, Arthur Arnold, Hattie Reed, Charles Reed, Eulin Andrew Baker, Patricia Edwin Brooks, Gwendolyn and Bob Hatch, Kimball Vernon, Bradley Kim, Janie Harry, Tom McCase, Mrs. Sturgis, Sally Mae Baker, Ethel Baker, Creola Baker, Geneva Baker, Aaron Nino, Baby Hatchet, Senior, Mally Miller, Housie Hashtag, Cleveland, Mother Gibson, Alex Nixon, John Bowie, Lester and Rachel Saunders, Doretha Ross, Viola Ross, Robin Nelson, Francis Stevenson, Leroy Stokes, Neely Johnson, Fletcher Swan, Maddie and Charlie Scott, Ida Casey, Thomas Cooper, Vivian Stevenson, Mona Ann Lewis, Cornetta Lyman Lewis, John Jackson, William Dallas Lewis, Mary France, Chappelle Jackson, Michael Slade, John Perkins, Richard Jackson, Montefort Dawson, Big Mama, Nanny Harris, Eva Ford, James Hairston, Margaret Towns, Mary Williams, Leroy Q. Heath, Sr., Albert Moore, Miss Benelli, Albert Motley, Geraldine Elizabeth, Douglas Thompson, Urchin Houston, Lud Alls, Elijah Alls, Jerome Alls, in West Staten, Joe, Jamel Alls, and Pierce, Donald Carter, Lily Green, Nathan Green, Beth Vaughn, John Dewey, Ruth Beard, Tim Butler, Raymond Laura Newton, J.B. Froggy, Thomas Newton Sr., Barbara Naeem, Jeanette Sanders, Jerry C. Sanders, Roy Pruitt, H.J. Brownlee Sr., Henry Wilson, Rufus Jenkins, Minnie Wilson, Captain Sanders, Mira Ellis, Elizabeth Sanders, Henrietta Irby, Mildred Armstead, Margaret Armstead, Catherine Anthony, Ruby Brown, Charles Walker Sr., Charlie Walker, Cecil Russell, Diane Urban, Haroon Phillips, William Ford, Margaret Logan, Phyllis Barnett, Learman Sr., Michael Urban, Ozella Watson, Hugo Watson, John Caldwell Sr., Robert Lee Caldwell, Novell Mitchell, Ron McCormick Sr., Sabrina Easley, Rashawn Easley, Javon McCormick, Barbara Ann Reed, Dorothy Ann Reed, John Reed, Shekamaha Reed Jr., John Reed Jr., Patricia Reed, Edward R. Benson Sr., Ethel H. McNair, Lois Fernandez, Jack and the Brothers, Reginald Alvin, Masri Colford, George Swan, Emmeline Grayson, Charles Scott, Charles A. Scott, Michael Morgan, Charlene Morgan, Sybil Evans McNabb, Annie Ferguson, William Ferguson, and Shelby McClendon. We also have, out of the Black Book, we got Joella Giles. We got Joella Giles. We got James Carswell. We got Liberta Adams, also lovingly known as Aunt Sis. We got Shaka McNair, Anthony Brown, Jonathan Ford, Lottie Gaucher, Cousin Tony, Michael Johnson, James, Jimmy Johnson, Barbara Shang, Lewis, Ronald Sheldon Jr., Damian Topper, Stina Banks. I'm going to try to do this whole page on one breath. Joseph Bingham, Quincy, Mama, Aunt Lady, Abraham Isaac, Country Aunt Barbara Lewis, Renee Johnson, Joy, Ryan Ross, Riggins, Dermonte, Marcus Price, Ness Words, Marshawn McCarroll, Demetrius Beard, Herb Jefferson, Rob Mickens, Eric Walker, Crazy Sample, Candace Simmons, Severn Clayton, Leonard Jones, Sadie Garner, Melvin Scott Sr., the Clarence Love, Elizabeth Johnson. Let's try the next page. One breath. Mr. Thorin, Johanna, Jasandra Lynette Lewis, Henderson Mosley, Charles Jordan, Henry Essex II, Fannie L. Webb, Dan Walton, L.T. Sue Walton, Emma Walton, James Randolph Giles, Sonny Pete Walton, William Walton, Fred Powers, Elijah Juan Hakeem McComa, Alberta T. Davis, Charles Davis, Willie R. Mackey, also known as Dr. Creamy Mackey, Victor Bowden, Drusilla Kitty Berger, Lucy White, Robert Lee White, Emma Jean White, Talton Roger White, R.L. White, I almost made two pages. R.L. White, Jesse White, Ruby Jewel White, Johnson Carl White, Desi Woods, T.L.R. Woods, Lennox, Jim Woods, Lizzie Woods, Juanita Alexander Brown, Cynthia Ann Wright, Richard Dorsey, Annie Simpson, Jamira Simpson, Regina Hopkins, Joseph Simpson, Eddie Dorsey, Eleanor Hopkins, Edward Webster, Alice Webster, Ivy Webster, Yarnella Willis, Ethel Lane, Samantha DeMond, Ethel Marshall, Steve Dougie Shelton, William Bill Walker, Carl Rico Johnson, Kim Gray, Stuart A. Johnson, Edward Young III, Isaac Jackson Sr., Drusilla Murrow, Wayne Young, Christina Young, Thomas Young, Frank Murrow, Sylvester Foster, James and Lizzie Winston, Abe and Julia Lawrence, Ozell Leathers Sr., Gladys Coper, Ozell Leathers Jr., Geneva Jackson, R.J. Lacey, also known as Toot the Don. We got Saber Winston, Chris Kinney, Margaret Minter. We got Mae Smith, Juanette, Florine Stith Gibbs, Carl William Duncan Jr., Janet Callahan, Danny Hill, Miko D. Nice Hill, Andre Martin, Mabel Williams, Terry Brown, Teresa Biddle, LaVonna Kincaid, Carla Sawyer, Reverend Jesse Porter, Deacon Ezekiel Dennis, Brenda Porter, Craig Lee Jones, Granny Beulah, Papa Al Riesling, Inez Smith, George Gamble Sr., Joseph Garrett, LaShonda Jamar, Leroy Riley. We got Mona, Yolanda Hunter. We got Yvonne, Patrice Turner. We got Herman Reeves, Amanda Reeves, Josh Reeves, Lena Kate, Herman Reeves, Pam Johnson, Vera and Reese Fisher, Jerry, Jocelyn McCallum, Mama, also known as Mama Moon. We got Sheila Ann Lee. We got Panchita Alba. We got Donald Brooks, Barbara Moses, Ida Spate, and Il Branson. And we got Eric Winston. All right. We lift up our glass to all of our ancestors and we say the mighty word of Ashe. From there, family, we move on to our present moment. We are in the present moment. I want to give all of the Nia babies a round of applause. Give it up for them. Oh, you Nia babies. Oh. All right, Nia baby, shouts out to you. Family, we are on Nia, and as I usually do, I ask you to activate your reticular formation because I forgot to make the transition. Because it's time. Activate your reticular formation, family. We got to get out here. We got to find our principles. We got to seek out our principles so we can start shaping the world that we need. We need to start seeing the world that we need to see. Of course, we need to see some of the harsh realities, but we need to start training ourselves to be able to find our principles out here in this world. Find the principles going on in between us. You know what I'm saying? Like I said this morning, the lines are open. I want some sightings. I need to hear some sightings of some of our principles in action out there. Because I know they are. It's just a matter, we just got to remind ourselves, and we got to know what to look for, because some of y'all got some keen eyes and some, you know what I'm saying, some good instincts on finding these things. Not only does your reticular formation kick into gear, but your nose start feeling funny, and you could smell a principle from a mile away. You can hear your ears start moving a little bit because you hear principle in motion. Your skin start to itch, not in the negative way, but it's like, hey, it's like when your palms itch, you know money coming. Your arms start itching, you know a principle around. You know, I need you. We need to start finding them, and not only do we need to start finding them, we need to start sharing them. All right, now, back to Nia. For those that don't know or understand why Brother Hatem calls the day Nia, then you need to go on and check out our e-course that will explain all this to you. It's a free e-course. Free e-course at gnjmedia.com. Free e-course. It'll pop up. Let's see. Did it pop up? Free e-course. No, free gnjecourse.com. Free gnjecourse.com. You know what I'm saying? Come and learn what we're talking about. You know, get a better understanding, get a grasp on it. You know what I'm saying? Why do we do the show called Folk Tales for Grown Folks? Why do we do tribal quotes? You know what I'm saying? Why do we get up and toast every day? You know, understand. I know. I've been up. I already did the run. Did a couple of rounds of the Gye-Nyame salutation. Couldn't do them in the house, so I'll take my camera out with me tomorrow. But anyway, today is Nia. The modic principle of the day is balance. The color is yellow, as you can see by my shirt. I try to get all the wrinkles out, but the light is just too damn good right now, I guess. All right. Rhythm is the Hermetic law. Male name is Kofi. Female name is Afua. Also, in this moment, we want to go to the principle of the day. All right, let's go. We are on the first chapter, 19th principle. So let's go over there and check it out. Yeah, the first chapter. First chapter is a doozy. Let's just say that. We on page 51, and I bet you we still in. Yeah, we said 119. I don't like that. How'd that end up like that? Okay, that's right. 119. There you go. There's the proverb for the day. Sight and creation always interact, say the knowledge holders. Sight and creation always interact, says the knowledge holders. Once again, sight and creation always interact, say the knowledge holders. All right? So go and look at that, and then if you had the workbook, you'd be able to go and work through it. You know what I'm saying? Get to the very last compound, the deepest levels of your understanding. And then you come back later on and look at it and be like, damn, I didn't know as much as I thought I did. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of stuff that's supposed to be happening to you. So, all right. So we lift up our glass for this present moment. We bless this moment. We remember that this moment is ours. And we need to work it so that we can make sure that we are providing for our young. With that, we lift up and we say Ashe. From there, fact, move to our future, our children's children, onto infinity. We lift up our glass, we say Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? It's a very simple journey. We're going to jump over from the future to all of our relations. We're going to lift up our glass, we're going to say Ashe. From all of our relations, where do we go, family? From all of our relations, we go to that selfish toast. This is about you. What is it that you need right now? Come on. Come on. This your toast. Ashe. From there, family, we're going to lift up our tribe because, once again, like I said, family, I'm trying to get you to understand we got to tribe up. Get your family. Get your group of families. Let's get them together. We're going to have to start, really. We're moving into a time where we're going to need each other. So we're going to need to know where everybody at, right? Tribe up, right? So we lifting up our glass, family. We lifting up our glass. What's your tribe? My tribe, Gye-Nyame. What's your tribe? Oh, man, that's cool. All right, lady, that's dope. Lift up, and we say, Ashe. From there, family, where do we go? Where do we go from here? All right, lifting up, we go to the most beautiful, the most marvelous, the most understanding, the wisest, the bravest, and the strongest individual in the room right now. I wanna introduce you to yourself. Step back and kiss yourself. Ashe, Ashe, Ashe. Family, I wish you peace, power, joy in 100 years. Now, let's see. Lines are opened up. I ain't going to keep them open too long. I'm trying to get over here to the office. I got a few things I want to do. I love spending time with y'all. But like I said, if the morning is not the best time for people to talk, because, it's cool. All right, but people reached 22,114 in the last 28 days. It's going down. It's going down. It's going down. Man. All right, it's 22,114, down 30%. Post engagement, 7,099. They're up 36%. Page likes down. It's funny how the page likes go up, but I don't understand. All right. I guess then I don't have to understand. All right. Let's see. Oh, this is a show today. We 3 people reached. I guess I'm up too early. We got former Florida gymnast alleges frequent racism. Daily Toast Ujamaa. This is the show from yesterday. Oh, tribal quotes. Old school. Yesterday as well. All this is yesterday. So I really ain't got nothing. I ain't got no more news other than the sister being harassed at Florida, or, I wish I could be. I wish we lived in a time where I could be like, I'm surprised, but somebody called in. Must be the Black Yoda. What's going on? Is this Shaka? Hello? Hold on, let's see. No. Hello? This is Kwame, Black Yoda. What's going on? Kwame, can you hear me? Kwame, can you hear me?
I can hear you now.
All right, cool. What's going on, my friend?
So I wanted to start some mess. So
wait, hold on. Before you start some mess, We want to send shots out to Sister Tracy. She did an excellent job last night. So I will just start off with that. But go ahead. Now start some shit.
So yesterday we were talking about how I think her name's Kamala or something to that effect. Wasn't black enough.
Right. And I had to step back on that. I'm not gonna say black enough. Yeah. What I'm gonna say is ADOS. Now, because she is black. I mean, she can be categorized as black, and I'm cool with that. But as far as ADOS, she don't really represent our experience or in a sense our culture. But go ahead, bro.
All right, so that knocks out the first part of what I was going to start mess about. But the second part is, we were told by one of our ancestors that we have neither permanent friends nor permanent enemies.
That's right.
Only permanent interest.
Only permanent interest.
And then I can't say who came up with this quote, but many of us have heard that politics makes strange bedfellows.
Yes, they do.
But I don't know that they know the second part of that statement.
Uh-oh. What's the second part?
Do you by any chance?
You said politics makes strange bedfellows and keep the pistols and guns pretty close by? No?
No. So again, the statement starts off with politics makes strange bedfellows. The second part of that statement is, and war makes even stranger ones still. So these are some of the things we have to keep in mind as we go into the upcoming season.
Yes, sir. Did you see the conversation we was having on the Nation Builder timeline?
I went back after some time to see what y'all were talking about, but I was otherwise occupied at the moment.
Okay. Well, I mean, it was a real good conversation. I won't necessarily bring it up, but I'm kind of bringing it up because, man, dog, Dentista sent me some info on the site yesterday. I got a chance to go to the site yesterday, and I was thoroughly, I mean, it's like, I'm amazed, man. I'm amazed. I'm just being honest. I'm just amazed, man. I'm just amazed. And like I said, because for everybody out there, all you got to do is type in gnj.media. I don't know if you can sign up yet. But basically, so he called the site, check it out, Daily Toaster. with the Gye-Nyame symbol. Because I told him, I said, dude, I would have never thought of that. I would have never thought of that. You know what I'm saying? You got the sun rising, celebrating life, family, and our ancestors with a daily toast of remembrance. So then people go in, and we got the shop. So, of course, we're going to set up a shop. You know what I'm saying? We're going to set up the shop. So be patient with us. Me and Davida working on that. But if you click on Tribe, you can sign up. Now, what's on the inside? Okay. So let me see. Let me sign in. I'm going to sign in. I'm signing in. So, I mean, it's like once you sign up, you can stream video. You can broadcast live. My fault. Let's put it this way. You can add external live streaming video. Let me see that.
Explain that.
So I guess like what I'm doing right now.
Oh, okay. So, right. So if somebody else were streaming elsewhere, then you could stream it through our platform.
Right.
Is that okay?
Right. I could broadcast live. So actually, I don't have to go nowhere. Oh, let me get that down. Let me take that down. Take that down. Okay. All right, cool. Thank you. All right. So I can broadcast live. Everybody get their own, those people that are eligible to stream. So, because there's some services that's going to be limited to the supporters and to actual tribe. So you got it.
Right.
You got a bell to let you know when you got something coming. You could submit or upload your own videos. We got an encode on here. We got encode video and audio, direct upload, direct import local videos, embed a link, add an article. Damn, I didn't know we could do articles. Let me see how this at. Let me see how this. So we could damn near do, let's see, article automatically booked. Oh shit. So you could post up your articles. Now the piece that I asked them about yesterday was we could throw up articles up on this as well. And also, but the issue is I'm trying to figure out the whole chatting. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. So I know that we could chat inside of the videos and stuff. Like if I go to, let me go back to my well, actually it wasn't here. It's here. I was trying to stream right now, but it ain't work. I think the T's in there moving around buttons. He said, "You showing too much, Brother High Tim." But if you look right here on my show, on say local server, it has a place where you can actually chat. You know what I'm saying? So I could go and send information out, and other people could send information out to me. You could upload files. So right now it's still a work in progress. And what's dope about it, man, is like, because this is behind the scenes. With my admin panel, we can, let me just say, so we can have a movie night and have people have to, in a sense, pay to get in if we so chose. Have
quote unquote private viewing.
Private viewings. It's fundraising. I mean, really, literally. You know what I'm saying? We can have certain videos only accessible to certain groups. You know what I'm saying? Or we can have it accessible to everybody. So basically, we got our own YouTube, Facebook hybrid type shit. You know what I'm saying? We got we got one of those bastard babies of Facebook. You know what I'm saying?
I like what I'm hearing.
So it's like, like I said, so in a minute, I'm going to be streaming through there. But also, what I'm going to eventually do is start transporting my blog directly over to there. You know what I'm saying? So rather than, because like I said, I keep the blog that I got, but I want to start bringing people there because we could host a whole lot of stuff over there. And people that like, because we know Navita get kicked out of Facebook on and off, you know what I'm saying?
Facebook, YouTube.
Right.
Right.
She got her own. She can't get kicked out of her house. You can't get kicked out your house. You know what I'm saying? So, we got a place where we can actually have real conversations. It's private. Of course, we know that people's always listening, but this is more private than the other spots, and it's all ours. So we done pay. Gye-Nyame done already paid for the construction of the site. You know what I'm saying? If there's any monthly fee, we picking it up. And of course, all of the supporters, you know what I'm saying, they're gonna have full access. So now I just got to figure out what to limit and what not to limit for individuals, because the whole goal is to get supporters so that we could go and support our own. We got our own we got our own social media piece. So, you know, at least in Columbus, you know, people could shut up about not having their own social media piece. So, but it's cool. All right. But I'm about to get up and go. I'm gonna go to work early today. Go to the adventure
Gotta love
early.
his brother who loves his job that much.
Hey,
I'm
man.
sorry. Who loves his adventure that
Thank
much.
you, sir. Thank you. Because I misquoted. I said, job, I'm going to my adventure. I have to get some stuff ready. But then also, because of the setup of my office, it makes it easier for me to multitask and think. Like, I love the Black Cave, but because the Black Cave is so close to my bed, it's very hard for me to be productive. You know what I'm saying?
Welcome to my world.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yo, I'm going to go up here lay down for a second. Then it turns into a whole half a day. So, but when I'm in an office, it, you know what I'm saying? The whole situation is like just the vibration of different places really affect me. So, man, I hope I ain't go through all that and didn't have y'all watching. Okay. It's good. You know what? I didn't even switch the screens, but that's cool. I didn't even switch screens, but that's cool. I know people looking at me like, what in the hell is he talking? All I see is water porn. It's water porn. They doing libations, but he talking about a site. What's going on? What kind of magic is this?
Did you do the show last night?
Did I do the show last night? Is that what you asked? Yeah. Your name came up about 3 or 4 times. So.
Yeah. What I do? Or what didn't I do? Let me say that.
No. It was because Quasi brought up the zero piece. And I said, hey, you know, I say he didn't disagree with the zero being God, but he did disagree with me saying that zero's not a number. I haven't missed, and he came on the show and whooped my ass about it. So I'm just warning you when you say stuff like that, you have to be careful, you know. And then he brought up a point about absolute value. I mean, because the Proverbs, you know, I mean, because the key question that the show last night was trying to get people to focus on was because the name of the chapter that we are in is called The Potent Center. So you can assume that you know or understand what the center is. But the question is, do you really know what the center is? You know, and so because the way Erskine Peters plays with the concept of the center, pulling from these different traditions, it's like the center, and as crazy as this sounds, well, actually for a mathematician it probably wouldn't be that crazy, but the center always shifts. The center is.
So let's look at it.
See, here you go.
This perspective.
Go ahead.
No, I mean, you know, there was a point where, you know, people thought rather concentrically. In other words, the earth was the center of everything. And based on their perspective and what they were observing, you know, it was fair game to think that. But then you realize that the earth is going around the sun. So now you have the heliocentric idea. And so basically you go from the anthropocentric to the geocentric to the heliocentric. And so, and even though they're centers in themselves, the center shifts when you realize that, oh, I guess I'm, you know, quote unquote, circumnavigating a center. And so even as one becomes heliocentric, you realize that the sun is going around the Milky Way.
Right.
So now the Milky Way has a center. And then you realize the Milky Way is going around a supercluster. And now the supercluster has a center.
Right.
And so so from that Erskine Peters perspective, there's truth in that. Now, depending upon where you find yourselves, in other words, I'm getting to what's referred to as the practical application of the potent center. That may rely on where you're at, what mindset you're in, and what you're doing. And so, from that perspective, I can very well take quickly to what he comprehends as the center shifting.
No, he ain't say that. I said that. That was my brilliance. Thank you very much, Brother Kwame, for saluting my brilliance. I said,
but of course, the problem comes.
Of course.
We talked about the anthropocentric.
Right.
Now, the problem becomes when you make that the center, not understanding that even as you as a man and woman have a center.
Right.
That the very SCOBY that you cultivate.
Right.
Has a center.
Yep.
But you lose sight of that. And because you lose sight of that, it starts to create
disintegrate.
And a disturbance.
That's right.
That's one way of phrasing it.
So the center is infinitely shifting depending on the situation.
Yes. I mean, even when you one of my favorite metaphors for mod is the plumb bob. Because when you look at the plumb bob, it looks like it just hangs straight down. But when you understand the plumb bob within the context it finds itself, then you understand there's no way that thing could just, be hanging down, because there's too much movement. In other words, as the plumb bob hangs down, and for those who don't know, the plumb bob is a way of finding the perpendicular. In other words, to make sure something, not to borrow from the sonic lingo, but to make sure
it's on the level.
It's standing on the square.
On the square, my fault.
On the
right.
Square. And in light of that, you have the earth spinning.
Let me ask you a question.
Miles an hour.
Let me ask you a question.
What?
Real quick, and because I want you to stay on. But what would be the importance of finding whether something was standing on the square for those of us that's not builders or mathematicians? Like,
excuse me. So, the notion of having something on a square is because, let me think how best to phrase it.
See, when you start dropping the knowledge, the noise start.
No. No. When something is not on a square, then the body, and I'll just use the body to begin with, the body is always adjusted, which requires, which basically, it wears on the body when it's not standing on the square. because even those things that are built on a slant, so to speak, there are compensations made to stabilize it. I mean, you know, when you look into our, at least our Kemetic perspective, the notion of, excuse me, the notion of stability, the jet, right, the jet, or the column, to denote that stability because it's direct. It's, quote unquote, it's on the square. That denotes stability. But when things are on a slant, then there has to be compensations made in order to adjust. But even in that, it's stressors. I mean, for example, you know what it takes to walk up a hill.
Right. Well, I mean,
extra stress.
Right. Or better yet, to run up a hill, because it's like you have to. But because when walking, you might not notice as much, but when you running, you know what I'm saying, you got to lean forward. You got to, in a sense, like you said, and you burn up more energy. It takes more endurance.
Absolutely.
So it makes it easier for you to collapse.
Yes, that wear. But even though what you were saying, though, even though you don't notice it, look, I have to walk up my driveway every day after my walk, and I notice myself leaning into the walk of the driveway. That's part of that wear that I'm talking about, because there's compensation that the body has to make in order to adjust. And even as the body has to make those compensations to adjust for not being on a square, things that are built do as well. Now, a good person to put this question to as well would be Elder Cliff, because, you know, engineering was his thing.
Right.
And hell, and for that matter, my niece Jillian, engineering was her thing. And because she was in the robotics program, you know, these are things that they have to consider when building. Now, I've not built necessarily anything as such, but, you know, many of the things that we do are unaware of the importance of things being on a square. You know what happens? We'll build, and then we'll be like, oh, damn, it's not level.
Right.
All right, go ahead and slide that thing under that leg there.
Right. We'll make compensations, because if we don't, we'll pay for it. I mean, and even so. But go ahead and finish, because you was talking about the plumb blob and how the plumb blob is always trying to seek the center.
Right, and so you got the Earth spinning at about 1,000 miles an hour. Then the Earth rotates around the Earth rotates about its center. So that's just, spinning at 1,000 miles an hour.
Right.
Then it's making a revolution around the sun, which is yet another movement. And then the sun, the Earth being caught in the sun's orbit, the sun is orbiting around the Milky Way, which
right.
is yet another movement. And so, I already talked about the Milky Way,
and the supercluster, right?
Supercluster we find ourselves in. And so you have all this movement, and the plumb bob appears to be hanging straight down. And it's finding its center as best it can. However, if one were to notice, you'd have to see it constantly adjusting because of all the movement that it's experiencing, constantly adjusting. And so oftentimes when we talk about Ma'at, and even though we would like to picture Ma'at with the scales evenly balanced, what's missing is that there's a constancy trying to determine what that balance is, because the balance at each moment is going to look a little different than the moment before.
Well, I'm gonna stop before you go on and just open up a whole can of worms to where we talking about, hey man, hey, I had a different this week. But then, you know what I'm saying, somebody, because you got some people out there take advantage of some of these. But I'm about to get up and get to this adventure, family. I want to thank y'all for tuning in. I want to especially thank Brother Kwame for stopping in this morning to keep us company and teach us a lesson. As I start getting up earlier and perfecting my morning routine, we'll be able to open up the lines, and hopefully we'll be able to get a, get a lesson like that every day. You know what I'm saying? Get something, get put some stuff on the people's mind, especially since we're gonna have our own site. I mean, it's even bigger than just our own site. We're gonna have our own social media network. And I'm not delusional. I'm not gonna sit up here and be like, we competing with no, we ain't competing with none of these big boys. You know what I'm saying? You know, let's go. I'm having a place for our tribe to get together, our tribes to get together and have some true conversation without having to worry about any of the necessarily ramifications of some of these conversations in some of these other public areas. All right, this is Gye-Nyame Journey Media, or GNJ.media, which will be going live soon. Family, I really appreciate you. Make sure that you support, because like I said, it costs money to get that site. So I'm gonna leave you where I found you. What is a lion without his pride? What is a whale without his pod? What is a monkey without his troop? What is a wolf without his pack? The answer is very simple. They are the same thing that a human being is without a tribe. Pray.
I am a genius. My ancestors were geniuses. My ancestors have made me a genius in all that I think, say, and do. I must declare myself a genius. I am a genius. Whenever I am myself, I practice my geniusness and do great things. All my thoughts, choices, and deeds must express my geniusness.
I am a genius. My decisions must always be in the best interest of myself, my family, my people, and my God. Only then will I and everyone I know that I am a genius.
I am a genius. At all times, my geniusness must reflect my culture. My geniusness must serve my God. My geniusness must make me be one in love and harmony with my family. My geniusness must protect my people. Yes, at all times I must demonstrate excellence because I am a genius.
Women, but the most important goddesses were black, not just for the African now in the civilization of the Greek. The Greek was so profoundly affected by the Africans that the goddess of chastity was a black woman, Artemis. The goddess of wisdom was a black woman, Minerva. The goddess of beauty was a black woman, Diana. And many of their great mythological figures which were critical to the vision of history, the history of the Greeks in the Odyssey. The woman who draws, who has the power to draw Odysseus and all his crew into her, is Circe, who is represented as a black woman with African features on the Greek vases. The woman who helps Jason win the golden fleece is a black woman, Medea. The woman who marries Perseus, the Greek hero, is a